Hello, my friends. I'm so happy to be streaming here again with you and for you. It's so good to see you all. And I'm so happy that everything went okay with the new channel and all the chaos. It was just so funny. I was on a camping ground, and was thinking like, why not check Instagram? I mean, I haven't done this in a while. And then I received a message from Loretta like, I hope you're okay, and it's okay if you don't want to stream anymore. And yeah, and I was like, what? Your channel is gone. I'm like, what? And then actually my channel was gone. So yeah, that's why I have a new writing channel here. So welcome to my new channel. So a quick explanation. It was my own fault, I have to say. And I also have to apologize to this one, I think it's called TikTok timer, TikTok countdown timer, the channel. It was the channel that complained. And I never thought about the fact that I mean, in my writing streams, I love to use timers, of course. And I love to share timers from AuthorTube friends. And so yeah, people who have been here for a while know that I use timers from all over the internet. And so I didn't really think about the fact that there might be channels who have a problem with that because this is a copyright violation. And so they had made a complaint, obviously, to YouTube. And when you get three copyright strikes, your channel is gone. The only chance I would have had if the TikTok countdown timer people kind of would have said, okay, we retract our complaint. I wrote to them, they never answered back. So I'm guessing my channel is gone. And it's okay. I mean, I was sad because we lost kind of all our cool conversations we had, the old streams. I know a lot of people also rewatched my streams. And so this is gone now, but it's okay. I mean, like I said, it's my own fault. I cannot kind of complain to anyone. I was really like, um, not hating myself, but I was angry with myself because it never came to me. I mean, I studied communication science. And so I was like, oh no, why can you be so stupid and not even think about copyright when you use timers in your streams? So yeah, but I created some timers of my own. So use the last days to, yeah, create new timers that we can use. And yeah, so here we are. Like I said, I'm still very happy. The worst thing would have been if I couldn't have been, or if I wasn't, if YouTube kind of forbid me to create a new channel. So, but now here I am. So, hello, Michael. Thank you all, and thank you all very much for your support, for sharing this, my new channel on Instagram and everywhere so that people can be here today. And Michael was one of those people who supported me very much. Thank you, Michael. And James. It would have been so bad if I couldn't have contacted any one of you. So, hello, James. Good to see you. And Loretta. Hello. It's so good to be here again. And Ian will be here later. I don't know, or will watch. He knows about the new channel. And he was first subscriber, actually. He also contacted me via email, like, Anja, your channel is gone. What happened? So that's why, yeah. Oh, and Michael, I asked him if there will be a 3-nut stream later this day. So yeah, there will be. I will look for it and share it with you later, the link. And Mark also knows about the new channel. So fortunately, I had his email address. So I wrote an email to him to let him know. So hello, Stephanie. Hello, good to see you. I hope everyone had a great summer. I mean, I was gone for a whole month or like 4 weeks. So it was a long time. So tell me, what did you do? I know that Loretta was very creative. I saw her posts on Instagram and it looked really, really cool. The kind of collage style you're doing. we're doing it. Awesome. And hello, cool gamer. Yeah, I'm all over the place. I'm so excited. Yeah, question. Answer. Oh, and Amy, hello. How are you? How is your partner? And I hope there are good news. Are you together again? Is everything okay? I want to know. Tell me if you want to tell me, of course. Oh, and I got cards for us. I got the first one was get grounded. So don't be like me, all over the place. Always, And actually, just before the stream started, I put on my headphones and listened to some relaxing sounds too, because I had a stressful morning, the first day of school, the kids also all over the place with their energy. So get grounded is always a good reminder. And something else, the age of light. I asked specifically for a card for the stream, so that's the one. The age of light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. And I think this card is about all the doubts we always have, like we are drawn to writing, but then we doubt our abilities and everything. So this card is telling us, no, this is the place you are supposed to be. This is what you're supposed to be doing, writing. If you're drawn to it, then this is for you. So be more be more confident about your abilities, and everything is good the way it is. Isn't this a great message? Oh, Stephanie, we've been around in Texas. I released a book and somehow kept my children alive. Haha. What is the title of your book? Can we find it on Amazon? But then I can maybe share a link. Yeah, or maybe you can find it somewhere else on the internet. Then I will share it with everyone so we can also have a look at the cover. Amy, my partner, is still away, and I'm super sad. Oh no, I thought, I hope that within those 4 weeks, I think he will probably be away for another month. He has a procedure on Tuesday. Okay, so I hope that the procedure will go well, and maybe the best thing will be that you know that it's just another month. So let's hope that it will be just one more month, and then you can be together again. I hope everything will be fine. Michael, she sits in chair and stares into space while kids run around her at a great pace. I remember this. Where is their father? She suddenly blurts, while he hides in closet among many shirts. I remember we had one flash fiction stream where we also had something like this. She sits in a chair and stares into space. Was this your text, or is it? It's a bit different, isn't it now? Thank you very much, Michael, for that. Yes, you can find it on Amazon. It's called Love and Chance. Ooh, okay. How about I will start the first sprint of the day. One of my new timers, if I can find it here. And yeah, I actually really enjoyed. I mean, I've done timers. I made timers before, but I haven't done any in a while. So I enjoyed creating new timers. So here's one of them. You start. Oh, I have to share screen. Yes, and it's a very long time to be apart, Amy. And clingy is good. So I hope, but still you can stay in contact. Pray for the internet and everything. I mean, still you're able to communicate, hopefully. So that's a good thing. I think it's the same, says Micah. I thought I decided for you. Yeah, I love it. I should read it to my husband though. I want to say I've been very disconnected. If anyone wants to co-host the stream to help get back into it, drop me a message. Oh, yes. Okay. So you want to, oh, now I understand. You want to be a co-host, I'm guessing. Or do you want to host the stream yourself and invite people? Hmm? So yeah, do this. People, I also want to connect more with AuthorTube. Okay, but first, let's get into this sprint. Enjoy. Okie dokie. Sprint number 1. You did great. Yeah, how did everybody do? I uh, have this thing here. That's my manuscript from the Beach House novel. And yeah, I will read through it now. I think as fast as I can without looking too much into the nitty gritty details like editing stuff, just to get the whole picture and yeah, see. I started a list where I will write down things that I still need to work on, like stuff that I should write more about, things like that. So stuff that I will realize through by reading this. And I printed out, for those who want to know, the English version specifically. Not my, I have two versions, English and German. And I chose the English one because I think I still need this space. I don't know how to say it. The English version, it is not as close to me maybe as the German one, or it just feels like someone else has written it, you know? It's easier for me to read and to not feel so attached to it, maybe. I don't know how to say it. Or feel like, that's all bad, you know? When I read the German version, I'm always like, it sounds terrible. And the English version is because it's another language, I can read through it without being too strict. I don't know how to say it, but yeah. Yeah, and while we had our 20-minute timer going, Michael graced us with his poetry, and I want to read it for all of you. Michael said or wrote, she sits intent and stares out at tree while kids run around her happy and free. Where's my channel? She suddenly screams. Timers do bite when cornered, it seems. It's so true. It was like, oh no, I mean, yeah, and Loretta said, I'm so sorry that I had to be the messenger of bad news, my friend. Yeah, but I mean, yeah, someone at some moment in time, I would have to realize this. So this was exactly how it happened. I was sitting on my chair and like, oh no. Then I looked at my daughter, my eldest one, and she was like, let me look. And she also said, no, there's no channel. Then we went to my emails and there we saw it. Oh no, YouTube. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Happens. Oh, the next poem from Michael. She sits in chair and stares at white wall while kids run around her playing with ball. I'll make some timers, she says with grace. Hence, this nice one that's all about space. Oh, that's so good. I love how you come up with these in such a short amount of time. It's just amazing. Yes, that's what I wanted to say, Loretta. That is so fascinating. Using your second language increases the psychological distance. Exactly. I can read it and not feel as, yeah, attached to it. Yeah. Like you said, it increases the psychological distance. It helps me so much. That's why, because I started to read it into the German one, and resistance and all kinds of probably creative traumas come up, you know. We all have those that cannot we cannot read our texts like maybe from a friend, you know, with open heart, and we are very critical, or I am very critical about myself and my writing, which sometimes is really good because I work on it to make it better, but sometimes it can be really painful, or it can make me avoid working on something. So this is a good solution for me. Printing it out in a different language is very helpful. For everyone who speaks several languages, do this. It will really help you at times. Okay. So I also looked, oh, I shared the link with you for Stephanie's book. You can have a look. The cover is really cute. So That's already a good sign. And I also looked for the 3 night stream, but I didn't find it. I guess Anne hasn't put it up yet, on her channel. Oh yes, printing it out helps too, definitely. And I also put it, maybe you can see it a bit, it's already a bit in this style of mm, a real book, because I have this program called Vellum where you can set your book. So you just upload your Word document and it already sets it into a nice, it looks really nice. So I also did this to make it more of a pleasure, of a nice experience to read through it, as if it's just this plain Word document. And so, yeah, I do everything to make this a good experience for me. So we have to trick ourselves sometimes to do the work. So another trick is to use nice timers. So now I have to create my own nice timers to use for my streams. But I have another one, a 25-minute timer. Here it is. It might be a bit distracting, I'm not sure, because it's all about blossoming flowers, this timer. So yeah, I hope it's not too distracting. I just try to do some fun stuff here. Oh, and again, if someone wants to maybe stream with Amy, I'm also looking at you, Michael. I know you always invite guests. Amy is also on Instagram for your Friday streams, maybe. She would be probably very happy about that. So, but now let's start. Oh, yeah, the next timer. Here we go. Enjoy. Okie dokie. Sprint number 2 is over. There we go. How did everybody do? I continued reading and Mark joined us. Hello, hello. It's so good to come back from 4 weeks of vacation and then seeing all your friends again. And one lesson I also learned through the ordeal with my channel is that you guys all are really, really, really important to me. And I want to use the fall season to also go and visit some more of my friends' streams because I haven't done this in a while because I just struggled with the time. But I think just a quick hi maybe sometimes is a good thing to do. And yeah, for instance, I missed a lot of Michael's streams. They are, for me, they are on Friday evening. That's the worst time, actually. Or maybe Sunday evening would also be not the best time. But this is when I do stuff with the kids or with my friends. So I'm always like, oh, I should go and watch some of Michael's streams. So I will try. Actually, this Friday I will be on a festival this Friday evening, but maybe I can pull out my phone and just send a quick message. So because I really love, yeah, everyone, this community is so much fun. It brings so much support for everyone. And like I said, just losing my channel, this was the first moment I was like, damn it, I give up on everything. I won't stream anymore. I was really angry about myself, like I said before. But then I felt like, no, 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 no. There's so much value in doing this for myself. I mean, I'm for myself, definitely, with my work and everything, and the connections, and then the friendships we have, and the cool conversations, everything. So I just want to say again how important this is for me and how I'm happy to see all of you here. Oh, and Michael shared another. I made a note on my here too that I have to copy them after the stream. Michael's poetry. She sits in chair and thinks about pleasures. By that I mean beaches and sandy shell treasures. She will enjoy this story for hours, and while her new channel blossoms, flowers. You have such a gift, Michael. I wish I could do this and use all this, the word. To, see, I cannot even talk. Would use those abilities, could use those abilities for my writing, you know? My writing is always so bleak. I don't know. Amy was just reading and trying to make my brain more awake. That's good. Reading is a great way. I love to wake up and just read something in bed if I have the time. Loretta, today I'm trying to figure out Discord. Oh, yeah. So many reading and writing events are held on there. And it's so confusing to me. Yes, I have been on Discord too, and it's same. It's overwhelming me, honestly. So, yeah. That's my thing. That's why I also struggle with AuthorTube and supporting everyone because there's so many things happening and you have to kind of find a way to support others without losing all your energy, you know, or taking part in events without going overboard and burn out, you know. That's why it's, yeah. And Discord is, yeah, very confusing. There's a lot of stuff happening, yeah. Michael? Oh, it's an art music festival of a friend. We are invited, so that's really cool. And it will be camping again. So yeah, and it's my husband's birthday this weekend. So yeah, there will be a lot going on this weekend, and it's a cool fancy. No, no, not fancy. It's a cool art festival in a cool place. Maybe I can share a link to give you an impression. A friend of mine made a video of the past festivals there, so get an impression. It's like a bit of a medieval thing, yeah, stuff like that. I haven't been there before, that's why. James, watching videos on the intersection between, ooh, I love that, fiction and psychology. Just finished a set on Lord of the Rings about to start one again. Ooh, that's very interesting. And I mean, how? What link between fiction and psychology? That would interest me more, to be a bit more specific. Like, there's a lot of psychology in writing, anyways, stories. Yeah, Loretta, Michael, I'm so jealous of the way your brain can just link these together so quickly. Yes, me too. I love it. Fiction and psychology. Yeah, that's a very interesting topic. James, a couple of weeks ago, I watched a video that touched on how Bruce Wayne suffers from something called persistent complex bereavement disorder. I now know why I ident. Oh, that's interesting. So kind of psychologists analyzing those stories and explaining maybe a bit more about the characters and why they do what they do. For instance, Game of Thrones. Oh God, this must be a fest. Uh, yeah, like they could probably psychologists probably would be able to work a lifetime with the characters on oh, on the from Lord not Lord of the Rings, from Game of Thrones. Ooh, so I think I know this channel, Cinema Therapy. I have to look it up. I think I know it. I've heard of it before. Let me have a quick look. I heard of it before. Oh, yes, that's one of my favorite channels. I love this guy. Yes, I love what. Yeah, I know this channel. I can share it with you. For those guys, he's such a great, and he sometimes has his friend there. Yeah, here you can see him. And yeah, that's a great channel. I have also watched some of their videos. Okay, here we go. Loretta, I would also argue that horror books and films are healthy. Weren't you the one sharing this channel from the woman who has a channel like horror mental health stuff? I think I remembered. So, Loretta, I would also argue that horror books and films are healthy because they give us a chance to resolve fears and even past trauma in a psychologically safe way. I think so too. There's definitely something to it. We can work through fears maybe we have or other stuff, traumas, and it's a fun way to do it. So I definitely see that. See, Mark's also watching the cinema. That's so fun. So definitely, yeah, there's a lot of stuff. And I think that's the important thing about why we need stories as humans. Humanity needs stories to kind of work through stuff, not only to learn about not to go in the jungle and meet the tiger. That's the origin, I think, but also about what is it like to be a human and how can we solve problems, and other people have the same problems we have now, stuff like that. It's so cool. Yeah, prime example, early seasons of Buffy were literally about high school being hell. Yeah. Yeah, literally, yeah, exactly. Yes, our little productivity group definitely has an overlap in our interests. Yeah. Yeah. So we should start to write comments under, maybe it's not, but it would be so much fun to watch a video, then go to the comments and see James commenting on something, and then we could say hi in the comments of Cinema Therapy's videos. Yeah. So write some comments everywhere and then we can try to find our breadcrumbs. It would be fun, I think. Okay, now we have a 40-minute timer that we want to start. And here it is. Oh, I actually like the sound of this timer. I put some summer rain and thunder sounds in there. So if you need something to relax and calm down, maybe you should use this timer and just listen hint. Of course, now I will mute it so we can, because I think the sound, I don't know how it works if I wouldn't mute it. I think the sound would be really bad. So that's why I mute every time in my stream. Okay. Oh, I should. It's so funny because, oh no, there is not, because the last timer, the time was just in the left corner here. And I was like, oh God, I should have thought about this when I created the timer. So, but I think with this timer, it won't be a problem. Here we go. Enjoy. 40 minutes. Writing time, productivity time. Okie dokie, that's the end of number 3. How did everybody do? I read some more pages. I'm now on page 57. And so the first 3 chapters were like a bit meh. And there's some info dump there that I have to get rid of. And it's still, yeah, there isn't the flow yet, in my writing, maybe. So I will definitely have to work on that. And I'm just reading Anne's comment. I'm reading my manuscript of the beach house. So I'm now trying to read through it as fast as I can just to get an impression. And yeah, so, but obviously it was clear that there is still going to be some work to be done with this one. So yeah, but now that the story is moving forward, I like it. So I'm quite happy with it so far. So of course there are always things that you have to kind of still figure out, but yeah, always a good sign when you don't feel the urge to burn pages as you read them. That's true. So Michaela is here. Hello. And it wasn't the last one. There's one more sprint coming up. Great. I'm opening up my document then. Yeah. And Sophie is here. And I also shared the link to the 3-night live stream this afternoon. So in exactly 5 hours, the stream is going to start. I will try to be there. Let's see how the kids, yeah, but I should be there in the afternoon. And Ian was here. I can stop, but I wanted to drop hello and welcome back into the live chat before rushing off. Hello, welcome back. See you all in the future soon. I love it. Love to see you all here. Oh, actually, I missed kind of Michael's poetry. I didn't even, it's good that I scrolled back through the chat. Michael wrote, she sits in chair, a picture of rhyme. As summer rain falls fresh and sublime. You're a great streamer and still better friend. Some things can't start until other things end. Ah, Michael. Michael's trying to make me cry during my first stream. Oh, I love it so much. Oh, Michael. Oh, yeah, and Loretta said, Michael inspired me to switch to poetry, sort of. I'm working on some blackout. Oh, yes, blackout poetry now, since Discord was giving me a headache. Blackout poetry is, I'm thinking of Austin Kleon. I think he's the only blackout poetryist that I know of. Here's this, here, and this. That must be fun. I haven't tried this ever, but I love it. To see his little messages that appear. Oh, and I wanted to ask you, Anne, how come you woke up at 6 a.m.? I always thought you were like staying up late in the night, as most writers do, and then, of course, getting up a bit later during the day. But today you got up this early. So if you want to share, I'm curious. So Anne is prepping stuff for the seasonal writing challenge next month. Yes, I saw your announcement video. I'll be streaming after you Tuesday to Thursday. Awesome for next month. That's always great to have some place to shove the people over to. So now we all go over to Anne's channel. Loretta to Anne. I know I come to the streams, but I still don't quite understand what the challenge is or how I can. Oh, yes, I also struggle sometimes. Maybe you can give a quick explanation in the chat to the people, Anne. James, is this you trying to write poetry? Or there once was a man from Nantucket. Okay. And oh, I'm sorry, I can totally explain it to you again. I've also been, oh yeah, about on the IG. So we will have a look. I was just about to ask. Oh yeah, see, now I already showed you. Do I find the page again? You take, I think Austin takes newspaper pages, like I think he reads the New York Times or whatever, something where text is on, and then you black out stuff, and it still has meaning then. Stroll, eat a sandwich. I love that one. Eat a sandwich. Yeah, so black out poetry. I used it to trick my students in liking words. Ooh, hmm. You could maybe do a, sorry, just this idea, do a, because I would also be interested to learn about the process, how do you find the words that you want to keep and the rest to black out, maybe you could do like a short video presentation on your YouTube channel, Loretta. I would love, or just a video about how you're doing it yourself. This would be fun for me. And I'm usually a night owl. I figured I slept too much yesterday and tricked myself to get up early to fix my life. Yeah, that's good. It's a good strategy. Loretta, I think it's cause I jumped in just for the streams during Nano and forgot to go back and really look it up. Yeah, me too. I'm just jumping into people's streams and not really knowing what some stuff is about. So, and it's always good. I think we as creators underestimate how good it is to how can I express this? To do things again and again, to share the same kind of content or the same kind of message again and again. We have to do this again and again and again, like explaining what is this challenge about. You have to republish this again and again because people who join newly won't know what it's about, or other people haven't read this message yet. And so often we think we publish one thing once and then that's enough. No, it isn't. You have to write about it again and again and again. Yeah, I also always forget about this. So, yeah. James, alluding to my inability to write poetry. That line is the stereotypical first line of a dirty, of a dirty limerick. Damn, I cannot find it again. There once was a man. Okay. Author and Sophie. Yes. So the challenge is basically for everyone who wants to get stuff done. It happens in March, June, September, December. There's 15 different monthly goals. Ooh, I didn't know that. See? Everyone is welcome to join. And during challenge month, I stream and post a daily question for everyone to answer. Yeah, I think I remember seeing those posts of you. It's just to motivate everyone to get stuff done. And there I also force myself. Yeah, that's why I do those streams too. Yeah, it was a dark and stormy night. Stereotypical bad opening to a story. But actually, when I think of a dark and stormy night, I think of Daphne du Maurier's book, which I probably won't find now, which actually starts like that. The Jamaica Inn book, which is a really, really great opening, where my English is so bad. A carriage is driving through the night, and yeah. So yeah, but still, because it's stereotypical now, it's probably a bad opening to a story. But don't let those things keep you from opening a story with a dark and stormy night. So, Mark, as always, I'm truly impressed how productive you all are. After first sleeping in and then struggling and failing with computer issues. Oh, I only now arrived at breakfast time. I think sometimes this gives a false impression, Mark. It's why I do those streams, so I can force myself to be productive. We have to trick ourselves into productivity. And not everyone has to start being productive at 8 a.m. in the morning. You can also start being productive at 10 a.m. in the morning. See what I did here? Ooh, I haven't read Jamaica Inn yet, but I have read Rebecca. Haven't read Rebecca. I have the book. I watched the Netflix movie, so I want to read it. too. But Jamaica Inn is great. I read it actually 2 years ago when I was in Cornwall, and because it's set in Cornwall, so it was great experience to read it then. And like I said, the opening is awesome. I love it so much. James, some things can't be recycled once a master has done it. Try to open a story with, ah, yeah, call me. Never done it. We can't get. That's true. We can't just use or copy it, maybe, but you don't have to do it exactly like that. But still, we can be inspired. And like I said, I still would open a story with a dark and stormy night just for the fun of it. There are like a million Batman movies out there now, and I just want to say, I also enjoy, for instance, with stuff like Rebecca. There is this origin material, and now people, there are a lot of movies out there for Rebecca and all those other older novels, and I love to compare them and compare them to the novel, compare them to each other. So sometimes it's fun to recreate something in a new light, stuff like so. Yeah. Loretta grew up watching the old black and white movie. Isn't it from what's his name? One of the most famous movie makers of what? Hitchcock? Didn't Hitchcock do some movies? Yeah, I think he did. So let's jump into the last sprint of the day. I think I will use my 20-minute timer again. Oh yeah, it's already, I talked a bit too much because after this I will have to go out and get some school stuff for the kids. Michael is still here. Michael, I think Anne was right when she said you have to go to bed now. It was a bright and sunny day, yeah, instead of a dark and stormy night. Yeah. Loretta, right now I'm reading a book called The Woman in the Mirror, and it's a retelling of The Turn of the Screw in Jane Eyre. Yeah, I heard of this book. I think I haven't read it, but I heard of it. I heard of it definitely. James, people call me James. I go by many names. Together we are legion, apart we are madness. And yes, Loretta adores Hitchcock films. So yeah. Oh, and Mark, it was a dark and stormy night. Really now? The reader asked. And that's when lightning struck. And a booming voice insisted, it is! And don't you dare putting that book away. Yeah. That's actually a great start to the movie and into a book and creating a connection to the reader, I think. It is. And don't you dare put that book away. Okay, here we go. The last sprint of the day. Enjoy 20 minutes. Okie dokie. That's the end of my stream, but we have a sublime ending here. Laura, hello, Laura, shares the food she had with her mom. And we can all dream of having this kind of food now. Afternoon tea at the Ritz, ramen, homemade enchiladas, roast beef, zucchini blossom soup with spicy Italian sausage, pineapple fried rice, whipped cream meringue, peach crisp, double peach crisp, and so much more. I think I will have to try and make a foodie timer, which will be very distracting for all of us. So, yeah, thank you all so much for joining me in my first stream on my new channel, my first stream after 4 weeks of vacation. And it was already so, so much fun. I'm so happy. And yeah. And also, Loretta says, Anja, it's so great to have you back. It's so great to have all of you back. Yes, it's so great for us all to be here together again. That's it. That's the thing. And now we're all hungry. Yeah, me too. Yeah, I will go to the store now. I have to get some stuff for my children for school still. And I definitely will get something nice and creamy to eat. Oh, now my ham and cheese sandwich just seems really pathetic. Just dream of, you know, bite into it and dream of something else, of eating something else. So have a great rest of the day or start into the new day. I will be back tomorrow at the same time on my new channel. See you then. Oh, where is my outro? Here. Bye bye, my friend.